Hi guys, hi guys, I'm back for my review for R&B, not R&B, Love and Hip Hop. Now, I noticed that a lot of you don't really watch my Love and Hip Hop reviews, so I don't know if you know if it's a review or not. Somebody who watches my show or my channel kind of went in on me about not putting the word review in my, when I'm describing my video. So, just want to make sure that I start to do that for others. I'm not sure who else it bothers, but I will start to put that in there that it is a review. And also, this is the same wig that I made y'all, but I have been cutting on it, so it has gotten shorter overnight. I don't like it no more. Now that I've cut it, I don't even think I'm feeling it. But whatever. Alright, so anyway, with Love and Hip Hop, I'm going to get y'all the season and the episode in just a second. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start out with this review so I can make it as quick as possible. So basically what we'll start off with is Stevie J, Joseline, Althea, and Benzino. Althea, which is Benzino's current new girlfriend, and they seem to be very serious about their relationship. So they are entering the building where they will be establishing the whole Sleazy and Zeno's club situation, bar and bistro that they are creating. So they bring the ladies there to see the building. Joseline loves it. Everybody loves it. Joseline starts talking about she get a night, and on her night she gonna be singing, and she might be she just want the baddest bitches and the baddest this and the baddest that. Oh my God, Joseline, she gets too crunk on something that ain't even got nothing to do with her. But she want a night, she want this, she want that, she gonna sing at the club. She said she gonna sing every night if she the way she feeling. So she basically just really, really crunk on this whole situation happening. This is season 3, episode 6, by the way. So then we have her and Althea talking. And Althea's like, do I get a night? She talking to Benzino, and I'm thinking that she talking in a joking way. And so she like, do I get a night? And so Joseline's like, hell no, bitch, I'm the only one that get a night. Saying that in her confessional. Of course, she's not going to say it to the girl's face. But she was just like, yeah, I'm the only one that get a night, So she pulled Althea to the side so they can have a little girl talk 101. And so she starts telling Althea that Benzino was a good man and that's a good catch. And Althea just like, they've been together for 6 months. And, basically telling Joseline that it's pretty serious. So, she was talking to Althea, and well, I don't even know how they brought it up, but Althea asked her about how do her and Mimi get along, or how does she feel about Mimi and the whole situation. She was like, she not welcome in my house, that's his baby mama, blah 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 blah. So the subject of Nico came up, and so she was telling Joseline that she had also had a situation with Nico back in the day. So Joseline was shocked. She was like, really? She was like, how you think Mimi gonna feel about that? Well, she shouldn't feel anything about it because it was in the past. Everybody has a past. Each and every one of them, each and every one of us, we all have a past. So she shouldn't feel any way about it. But Althea did say that Benzino knows everything. He knew about it. He has made sure she told him, which she revealed later in the show that it was like 16 or 17 years old. So I guess she had to tell him because they was like kind of working on the same cast, but that ain't even something that you will talk about a 15, 16-year-old relationship in your grown life. Like, for what? Why are you even talking? Those relationships didn't even count or matter at that time. To me, anyway. So anyway, I didn't take notes, so I'm gonna be going back and forth as well. But so yeah, she talking to her about that and everything. So then they go back over to the guys. Benzino tells the guys, Stevie J, that, he thinks Althea is the one. Stevie J, he's like, and he want to get married in ASAP. So Stephen J was like, you don't think it's too fast? He was like, no, it ain't fast enough. Y'all know Benzino has always been the lover boy type. He fall in love quick, and that's just what it was. It was that way with Carly. He seemed to be, liking Bam when at that whole Lake Park situation. And so now we got Althea, and he's serious about Althea, and he wants to get engaged ASAP. So they poured up through a toast, and for the whole magazine situation and the what is it? The bar situation. So they toasted up for that. Everybody's excited, and this is the opening of the new bar. Now I did hear that the bar is already closed, but we on the show, so this is the opening of the new bar. So we got Rashida and Kirk at the doctor's office, taking Carter to the doctor visit. She said that she told him about the New Orleans trip, and he started tripping about her going out of town. But she was like, I didn't trip when he took his little trip to the cabins and did what he did, so the lake house or whatever. So she won't know why he tripping, and I ain't even really trying to hear it. So he like, you can't really afford financially to leave, and this, and that. So she was like, if I could afford it financially, I wouldn't go. So clearly it's not about the finances, Kirk. So he was like, you gonna leave baby Carter here? She was like, you are his father. You are able to take care of him very well, and you are responsible enough to do that. So I'm leaving him with you, plus my mama here. You the one got a problem with my mama, but I have already spoken with her and let her know my plan. So if she need to watch him, then she can help you out. But leaving him here with his dad and his grandma ain't no big deal, boo. You his dad, and you can take care of the baby, period. So the doctor come in or whatever, and what's his name? Kirk just trying to find a end somewhere, so he could be right and not have to walk off with his head down in the middle of his legs like he always doing, like a sad puppy. So he talked to the doctor about the whole kissing the baby in the mouth situation. The doctor do confirm that it's not a good idea to kiss the baby in the mouth in these kind of situations, because the baby is still young and their immune system is still kind of not as strong as an adult. So they can't really fight off any germs. So the doctor did say that, we might not just want to have nobody kissing him in the mouth for right now. So Kirk was just like, okay, well, that's what he wanted to hear. He just wanted to confirm it to Rashida, and he knew he was right. And so she was just like, well, we'll talk to mama in a nice way. Move on to Deb, Tammy, and Waka. Just a somber moment, because Waka's brother committed suicide. We heard about this back in the blogs. His name was K.O. Red, I think it was. We heard about this back in the blogs, but basically he committed suicide, and they were just kind of showing some scenes because this happened during the taping of the show. So Deb kind of was just talking about, what kind of guy he was, and that he kind of said was planning his funeral the day before and saying stuff to her, and she was just like, don't talk like that. And Tammy, everybody was kind of touched. Deb was just talking about it, so Walker couldn't really take all of that, so he kind of got up and left. He's not a real emotional guy. Walker, I like Waka Flocka. I just like him. I like his personality, and I like his music. Some of his music, but I like Waka Flocka. And Tammy, I think that makes a cute couple. I like Tammy, and I like Waka. So this was a really cool scene, even though it was, sad. But I like the whole family dynamic of it. Waka, like I said, he walked out because he couldn't really take this whole conversation. It was getting a little bit too heavy for him. And so Deb was talking to Tammy at some point, and it was this big burst of like thunder, and so Tammy, it kind of looked like it scared the cameraman because the whole camera shook. Tammy got scared, and she just kind of walked out. She was like, I can't take this. Deb was like, he's probably giving me a sign, So yeah, it went off like that, but it was really a touching and sad scene, and it's definitely sad to hear anybody that has committed some type of suicide or anybody that has lost a loved one. It's really just a sad situation. So, hopefully they are doing better now. Like I said, this was in the past, but it was happening during filming, so that's why we was able to actually get their reaction of what happened, because it was happening during the filming of the show. Alright, so let's see. So then we move on to, what do we go to next? Okay, so Jock is having like a showcase at the club. He's doing his little showcase. Karlie Redd is there to support. Kirk is also there to support. And so Karlie and Kirk pull Karlie to the side and, you know, just kind of talking to him about the whole Jock and Karlie Redd hooking up. He said he was shocked that they you know, they had hooked up, because Karlie is a handful and Jock is a businessman. So, you know, basically bitches, because that's what's the song, I got bitches. But it's like a bunch of girls, he's into women, you know. So he kind of was talking to Karlie about how all these women at Jock and how she handling it. So she was like, well, Z's a rapper, you know, and he was, you know, wasn't like that. So she was like, well, you know, he a different dude, he a different kind of guy. And, you know, he's got him a new girl now. So she was like, a new boo. She was like, really? So he was like, yeah. She was like, I miss him, you know. They gonna always be friends. She tell Kirk that she missed him. And Kirk is just like, you know, he made me, talking about him, putting a smile on your face. He making you glowing, this, and that. So she was just like, you know, me and Benzino definitely do have some history. They got some memories. They got a past. You know, she was like, you know, and I still care about him. He's still my friend. He tells Karlie about the whole opening situation for the new club. So she was like, you know, I'm definitely gonna go down and support him, you know, as a friend. So she's like, I'm gonna restore him, you know, support him, and maybe even meet his new boo. So then we move on to this stupid ass scene with Mama D and Scrappy. Mama D out here talking about a bunch of bad bitches. End up talking about a damn scooter. Mama D on looking for damn scooters to buy. Why? I don't know. Anyway, her and Scrappy talking about her getting him buying her scooter. He talking about him staying out of her business, and he made her bet that, you know, if he stay out of her business, then she'll get the scooter. Anyway, so she agreed to that. But at the end of the day, you know, she was just like, you know, she was telling him that she tried to bring them together, and they just wasn't trying to hear it, and Bevy needed to be quiet and listen sometimes, and, you know, he just like, you know, Mama, you need to really stay out of it. It wasn't your place. You just stay out of it. Like, you bringing them together for no reason. Just stay out of it. So that's that. Anyway, that was a stupid thing. Then we got Benzino and Stevie J's club opening, right? So the club is opening. It's pretty packed and everything. What's her name? Erica and Karlie Redd seem to be good friends, so they come in together as, you know, together. So, you know, they just talking to everybody and speaking to everybody, and Erica and Benzino talking, and Benzino walks over to them. She was like, you know, hi Karlie, hi Erica. Charlie talking about he got a little one. We don't know. Anyway, so Benzino walk over there to Karlie and Erica, and she was just like, you know, like, hey Erica, hi Karlie, you know, this is my girl Althea, you know, he introducing them, you know, normally, no issues, no conflicts, whatnot. So he introduced them, and so everybody like, hi. She's like, nice to meet you. Karlie like, she alright. She was like, no, she's not. Nothing is better than this package. So Erica was like, you know, this is weird. And she was like, you know, why is it weird? Because honestly, because I'm used to seeing Karlie and Benzino. That was some shade right there, Erica. You should let that out. She was like, I mean, you know, you date someone new, I'm dating someone new, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm dating Young Jock. So, after he was like, then you have to change your telephone number. Did she have your phone number? So he was like, yeah. So she was like, I got all the Karlie, like, I got every number. I got all the numbers, any and every number. She was like, well, no, that was the point that you had to, Althea, it was like the point of you change your number so that anybody that calls you would have to go through me. So, so then she said, did you tell somebody that you was missing a D? So she was like, what? She was like, missing a D? She was like, no, So some kind of way, it came out of Kirk's mouth. But Zeno, I guess he said it came from Kirk. So he was like, hold on, let me go and get Kirk. Let me go and get Kirk. So you walk off, go and get Kirk, come back. Kirk, just like you said, you miss being in his presence. Boom, like that, and just stood there because he gonna stand firm in his truth. You said you miss being in his presence. So she was just like, miss being in his presence, but you said but did you say I missed the D? Did I miss the D? You started shit. Like, basically telling him or something to the effect that I missed the D when I don't. The dick missed me, So this is when Althea and Carly Red get into this big whole thing, argument or whatnot, and Althea threw a drink on Carly. She was like, somebody tell this bitch I'm crazy. So she threw a drink on Carly. Carly threw a drink back on Althea. And then here go Benzino saying, somebody get this escort this bitch out my club, right? So as she's saying, escort this bitch out my club, Erica like, who you calling the bitch? Who you calling the bitch, Benzino? And then so when she go up to talk to him and talking loud, here go Althea like, girl, shut up, and throw a drink on Erica or at Erica. So of course Erica's gonna get crunk off of that shit. So they both getting escorted out the club. Carly getting escorted out. Erica was like, let me leave here before I have to mop the floor with your girlfriend at your club. So they both leave or whatnot. Jocelyn somewhere in VIP. All she sees is bitches is flying and shit. So she was just like, Althea starting all this shit already. Like, this ain't even supposed to be the plan for this whole bistro and bar, bitch. This ain't what's supposed to be going on. This is a family business, and either you gonna get checked by Benzino or I'm gonna check your ass. Like, you fucking up our money because my man got money invested in this too. So this is not just you and Benzino. This is our money, and I ain't with this because I was having fun in VIP before you came with your messy ass, insecure ass shit with Carly fucking Red. So then we got Bam and Scrappy. Scrappy, I guess he showed up on Bam. I don't know how he knows she was there, but she looking like, what the fuck he doing here? You know what I'm saying? She dealt with her homegirls. So he was like, can I talk to you for a second? So he pulled her off to the side. They go over to the bar to sit down and talk. And he was just telling her, he was just like, because he told his mama that, he don't think that him and her and Bam was going to make it. She kind of whiny and this and that. So he just kind of wanted to just stay friends with her. So, but he has been out of town. He was out of town during the whole situation with her mama and Erica Pickett. So he was just like, he wanted to talk to her. He was like, I heard a couple of things that went on, like what happened. So she was like, what you heard? So he was just like, some type of altercation. So she was like, yeah, I wasn't there with your mama. I was going to go sit down with your mama and talk or whatever. Then, she brought this girl up there. She let the girl disrespect me. And basically the end result is like, I'm over it. Like, she's like, I'm over the whole situation. This whole ratchet circus train y'all got going on. It's whack, like, for real. So she was just telling him, I ain't never had no situation like where a nigga mama involved in everything that's going on in his relationship. And, he was like, she was like, get off the tick, get on to something, you need to do something about that shit. So, she was just telling him that, you ain't never gonna find nobody to do for you what I did. He was like, no, I agree, dude. He's like, I like being with you. You're a good friend, but you just complain too much with it. All that shit. So it don't matter. Like, he's trying to make it seem like it's something wrong with her, but nigga, it's something wrong with you. Yes, everybody may have flaws and everybody is not perfect, but at the end of that scrap, this is you being tacky and your mama being messy and nosy. That's what this about. So basically they broke up. She was like, she ain't happy, I ain't happy, it's all good, So he just let her walk on over there with her friends. And, you know, they having words back and forth, screaming back and forth in the damn restaurant. And he was just like, you know, she was like, you fucked up with the main bitch, the best bitch that you ever had. Go back to them bitches who really need your ass because they ain't got shit else but you. You know, and she kind of read him and let him go on about his business. Because at the end of the day, Scrap, you know, like, you need a needy bitch, obviously. Yo, I don't even know. Like, I couldn't fuck with him. Seriously. Anyway, Nico and this girl, him, Mimi, having their little engagement party slash whatever, some type of engagement party, I guess. Not engagement party, but anniversary party. Dawn is throwing an anniversary party. Mimi hired Dawn as the manager. Dawn talking about you know, the whole, this is the adult entertainment couple, which something Mimi don't want to be labeled as, but whatever. Nico get up there and say his speech, and all he's talking about is the damn tape. She was like, this supposed to be our anniversary party. What the fuck you talking about the goddamn tape for? Like, you ain't said nothing about me and us and our relationship. So, of course, she got irritated and walked off stage. And so, I see that Erica came to the whole event, but she was just like, you know, I made a decision. The tape coming out in a few weeks. I made this decision. It's done. So, you know, she just gonna let the chips fall where they made. She's gonna deal with it when it happens. So Benzino and Althea getting ready to go out to this party that Nico and Mimi having. And so Benzino, they get dressed, but Benzino don't want to go. He don't want to go because he don't fuck with Nico and Mimi, and not to mention the fact that she used to fuck with Nico. So Althea, like, you know, I want to go, whatever. And if I ain't got nothing to hide, if I had something to hide, I wouldn't be trying to go. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide, so let's go. He's just like, I don't want to go, and matter of fact, I ain't going. Because I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. And even though I told them that I was going to give them this whole, cover the party, because to shut down up about this whole retraction, but at the end of the day, I don't fuck with him, and I ain't going. So he called Don and told him he wasn't going to be able to make it. At the end of the day, you know what? Benzino is trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody. So just say fuck them. You know, if Stevie and Jocelyn are your friends, then I understand your loyalty to them and not wanting to go to this party. I don't even know why the fuck Althea want to go. I guess she just trying to prove a point. But at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck if she fuck Nico. The problem's going to come in when we find you fuck Nico and Stevie J. That's when the problem's going to come in, Althea. Anyway, they should try to argue about her whole, I done got dressed and, you know, I ain't going nowhere whole situation. Erica and Mimi and Mimi and Nico sitting outside the party talking about it, and Don. And so they come to Don's like, you know, see, Nico, what's his name? Damn. Benzino not gonna make it, you know, so she just telling them that he not gonna make it. So they start talking about the whole new chick. Find out Nico the man with the new chick. Mimi knew that, but she didn't know that recently she had been trying to contact Nico. So she was like, she thought that was in the past, and now they find they didn't communicate. That's some bullshit. Then they start talking about Nico saying that Althea, he smashed Althea. Althea went through Stevie, got on the bus with Stevie, and now he with Benzino. So everybody's shocked that that she been loving the crew, basically. So, Nico is so ugly and so just ugly. He's ugly, and I don't even see how she look at him. Like, he is dog ugly. So anyway, Carly Red and Jocelyn meet up, which is seriously out of the blue, because you know last season they beefing each other. So anyway, so she meet up with Carly Red to get the business basically at the grand opening. So about the grand opening at the park, at the little, you know, for the pub. So Carly Red come in and give her a lowdown about the whole what happened at the party. Then she starts telling him about, you know, Jock and the situation with him and the girl. And so she was like, you know, she found his app. She left her iPhone in his car, found his iPhone at the house, you know, just been tracking him and looking for shit and finding shit. So they just talking about how they don't trust these niggas. Jocelyn don't trust her husband, even though she married. So now it's like Well, I'm gonna go home and see what's up with Stevie. You know, since you telling me all this made me want to go through this nigga phone. So she gets home. I guess she decided to go to the phone. Her and Stevie meet up for lunch or dinner or whatever. So she giving him this look. All of a sudden, she started talking about, you know, I saw some titties and asses and pussies in your phone. Like, what's up with that? Like, you want to talk about the wedding? Stevie, he's thinking we're going to talk about the wedding, go and get the wedding plan. She's like, you want to talk about the wedding, but at the end of the day, like, we about to get a damn divorce. Like, what the hell? She keep on in this conversation, y'all, to me. She kept on slipping up saying something about a wedding, and then she'll come back and say, we already married, or getting married, we already married. She kept on coming back trying to correct that. I just want y'all to keep that. But she did eventually start saying that we about to get divorced, blah, blah, blah. Talking about the shit. He was just like, you know, she was like, she don't think he should have that kind of stuff in his phone, which is true. You married, you shouldn't. Somewhere in there, he got upset, wanna get upset. He told me he gonna move out. You know how niggas doing. I'm mad you try to get mad about some shit. So she was just like, whatever, you know. He walked out of her, walked out, and she just like, cry, baby, cry, look at mama titty, cry, baby, cry, you know. Like, she didn't give a fuck. Another part of the show was Deb and Tammy at the radio station talking about RIP, which is something about internet bullying. So they definitely were just talking about being supportive of not bullying on the internet, because that's after her son passed, she saw his computer and he was really trying to defend her and Walker and all these internet bullies that was coming after his family. And, you know, it kind of, I guess, it kind of got to him. So, basically, yeah, that was the episode. I try to make it as quick as possible, but, you know, these Love and Hip Hops, for some reason, they just always end up being over 20 minutes. So, anyway, definitely thank you for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.